In fact, before I slate this bakkie too much, I will just point out I think my brother drives one. Of course, who knows what he was thinking when he bought it. Welcome to the Nissan NP200 Ice Edition. It's a special edition bakkie made by Nissan, obviously, but it's made locally in the Rosalind plant here in South Africa. I mean, special edition is a bit ambitious, if I'm honest. It produces 64 kilowatts and 128 newton meters of torque out of a 1.6 litre engine. It's a diesel engine as well, produces a bit more power, a bit more torque. But all in all, it's quite a small, quite a flat engine. It comes in these two special metallic colors. This one's like a funky blue color, which is not really what you want in a vehicle that is really meant to be a bit of a workhorse. You sit at intersections like this, that indicator beep can get quite irritating. There's a fair amount of engine noise that comes into the cabin. I suppose you get used to that kind of thing, and you really need to keep the revs up to get any kind of real performance out of this car. You end up working the gears quite hard and trying to get up a simple hill. So I think it's a little underpowered. I mean, 80-90 kilowatts would have been better for what they essentially want to call a utility vehicle. So the other thing that makes it special, besides metallic colors and a few signs on the side of the car that says ICE, is that the loading bay is actually ruggedized, which is quite nice. That's a pretty cool feature. The car also doesn't have any central locking, so you're back into having to lock the doors manually with a key. The accelerator pedal, it might be specific to this one. It's not a general thing with all of them. I'd have to drive a few more to see. But the accelerator pedal on this car particularly gets a little stuck. So when you're sort of trying to manage your clutch and your pedal and the accelerator, kind of you've got to push, and it clicks in, and you jump to like 2,500, 3,000 revs. So it feels like you're permanently revving the engine to get it moving. Not great, really. I've only got 5 gears. I'm doing about 100. My revs are just over 3,000. There's quite a lot of road noise coming in. It's not the kind of car you can do any long distances in. This is a short, round the town, load up the back, and you buy the ICE edition because you don't want a plain white Nissan NP200. You want something slightly more funky. And that, folks, will set you back a whopping 190,000 Rand. What is essentially a basic entry-level bakkie will now cost you 190,000 Rand. That's mega. And then on the inside you get there's an aircon, obviously, there's a radio. It's kind of the old school thin radio thingy, so you can put any radio you want in there. It's got air cons. It comes with 2 airbags. One's there. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, and the ICE edition comes with these funky leather seats. Oh, they're not really so funky. They're kind of more pseudo leather than anything else. But at least the seats say ICE on them. Maybe I'm just too used to driving more sort of luxury, expensive vehicles, and as a result, I find this kind of bakkie very, very basic. But I've driven my fair share of really basic cars, and I find this to be just a little more basic than that. Not my cup of tea, but let me just say, Nissan sell a metric ton of these every month. Look around on the roads, look how many NP200s you can see. There's like one passing you every 5 minutes. So clearly the demand for sub 200,000 Rand town runaround utility bakkies is quite high. So kudos to Nissan for making something that fits in that bracket and has a clientele. So I'm going up a hill and I just have to give it that little bit extra, kind of come down from 5th to 4th to make sure I get up here properly. Well, having said that, I remember driving the Jimny up this hill, and I ended up in like third trying to get it up here comfortably. And if you're a plumber or a handyman then I suppose this bakkie really does interest you.